That's for sure. Okay, so I am streaming now. Okay, perfect.
You're streaming? Oh no.
I know, right? I cast the perfect stream. Every time.
You should see a doctor about that.
But I shouldn't have a perfect stream?
Incontinency leads to issues in the future. Oh, of course, I decided to leave the house, and it's just now 2200. So I guess I'm not leaving the house.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Or not, depending on what your preference is.
Well, I was kind of low on wood, and I was going to leave, but I guess I'm not going to leave now. I guess I'll just get wood off it, chopping the shit out of the side of it. No
Chop
building.
the shit out of everything. Lots of German, Russian, American, or sorry, German, Brit, and American. Only one Russian. Huh, the Type 62 can get into these matches? That's a little scary. For it. But I guess if it has that better heat round, would make sense.
You know what a giraffe can do that no other animal can do?
Eat the very top branches of a tree without actually having to climb the tree.
Well, there's a few birds that could do that. Have baby
That is true.
giraffes.
How big are giraffes?
Have baby giraffes, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, that's what they can do. Ha ha ha, have baby giraffes.
That's hilarious. T62 just got murked. Yeah, T62 murked one of our leopards. And I got killed by a ZSU before I could even leave the spawn point.
What are you playing?
Where the hell did he hit me from? Wow. Okay, Mr. ZSU. I see where you're at.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
You ever seen those videos on tanks where someone fires a random shot across the bottom screen and it just happens to hit some poor schlub and takes him out?
Yeah.
Because they're screaming cheater. Hacker!
I get the same feeling when it comes to the ZSU. The guy shot me from all the way over by his spawn because he climbed a mountain. I need to fix these issues with this game sometimes. Oh, hello.
Geschütz geladen.
Need backup. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Das war wohl nichts.
Attention to the map.
Getroffen.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win. Attention to the map.
Ziel zerstört.
Attention to the designated grid square.
That was pretty dang close. Oh, there's more enemies coming. Another T-62. I have no idea where I'm getting shot from. Of course, the engine's dead, so I can't fucking fix it. Oh well. Leave vehicle. Not in the mood to play this game.
You should go play 7 Days to Die Arc.
There it is. No, I'm good.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
It's much less stressful.
I'm not really stressed out, man.
Yeah, I know. You're not raging yet.
Plus, I have to spend money to play 7 Days to Die.
To get hot?
7 Days to Die. Thank you. Never used to stutter like this. Must have been all the drugs I took. Also, hello viewers. Ignore that comment about drugs. I don't want to be attacked by cops. Just kidding. I'm actually clean right now.
Yes, he does.
I can't afford the prescriptions, nor the stuff that I usually use. So, there you go.
Uh-huh,
let's-
see? You just admit that you use. Ha.
Used to. Sure.
Personally, I don't think it should be against the law to grow weed.
Well, I live in a state where that's legal, so I'm okay on that front.
Oh, yeah? Colorado or Alaska?
Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Oregon, Washington, Colorado, Alaska, and like 2 other states right now have it legal.
Right now, Alaska, you can only grow as much as you can have for your personal use, which means that's one plant.
That's not entirely true. Some people can smoke a lot more than that.
Hell yeah.
Like, man, I smoke an ounce a day. Like, what? Yeah, it's all for my personal use. That's why I have like 18 plants.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to know who the hell decided that that was the actual amount that is for personal use. And quite frankly, if I had the choice, I'd rather see someone drive high than drive drunk.
Yeah, while you're high, you're freaking paranoid as all hell. Like, oh shit, oh shit. Am I in my lane? Am I swerving? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Is there a cop behind me? Is that a cop behind me? No, that's not a cop behind me. Shit, that is a cop behind me.
I've never actually seen anyone paranoid that was high.
I've seen quite a few paranoid people, but it's not to the extreme that you see in movies. It's usually, not all, usually anyway. It's usually, you know, slight paranoia, like, oh fuck, did I remember to lock my door before I left the house? Oh shit, I probably did. Crap, crap, crap. That kind of stuff.
I've been around a lot of high people and never seen anybody paranoid.
Good gravy, they are taking a while to get us some people. Playing on God damn it. I don't know why, but for some reason something's going on with my lungs. Anyway, I don't know why, but there were like 7 people on the Russian side and then 15 on the Allied side, I guess. And they only took half the people. Like, why don't you just give us a full match? Oh well. Nothing I can do about it, so I'll just wait. And wait some more! Might play another game as well. Oh, there it is.
Introduced a new mod to the 7 Days to Die game called the Val mod.
The Val mod?
I really like it, yeah.
What's it do?
It
Attention to the
reorganizes
map!
some of the skills and makes the whole game a little more grindy and a little bit more difficult, but it makes it to where it makes more sense.
Seriously, I would like to know why and how people can snipe from all the way across there mysteriously. I wonder if it's a person who's hacking, or if they just know a specific spot that they can snipe all the way to the base from.
I agree! Ladungsgranate laden!
Need backup.
Oh, yeah, you're getting a lot of nails.
Das geschieht im Recht. Getroffen.
What? Okay, I'm gonna get
Attention
this
to the
turret then.
map. Need backup.
Feindfahrzeug zerstört.
Thank goodness he missed his first shot on me. Those T-62s can haul ass. That or I started in the middle of a match that was already begun.
Luftraum!
Der Kommandant wurde verwundet.
Feuer ausgeschlagen!
I'm gonna die.
Der Ladestütze ist bewusstlos.
I honestly have no idea where he's shooting me from.
There's a mod that's very handy for
Enemy is taking the
at
initiative.
least what direction people are
Well,
shooting you from.
there he was. They killed him. Nice. Thank you, whoever did that.
If you're interested in that sort of thing.
Right.
There's actually a couple of different ones out there. Different forms of arrows pointing in different directions or different ways.
Right. Oh, darn it, he was able to shoot me from that corner. The downsides of having a leopard one. That's okay. I know where he is now. And of course I can't actually put it on the map. You have to be spawned in to do it.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Thank you. Attack the A point.
Excuse me. Attention to the map! Attention to the map.
We are losing. Attention to the map!
Yes, yes, I understand. Attention to the map.
Attention to the map! Roger that.
Like those guys that spam.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Yep, they're just constantly saying, attention to the map, attention to the map, attention to the map. Yeah, I get it. There's a spawn point right there. I'm not stupid. Well, they killed 2 IT-1s and an Object 906.
Repairing.
Whoever might be have done it. There. Now I'm in a position where I can actually see.
Allied forces have captured a zone. The enemy is winning.
Okay, there's a leopard one right there, dead. I'm gonna wait until I spot the guy before I shoot him. Where is reset weapon selection, fire special guns?
Attention to the designated grid square!
Attention to the map.
Attention to the map!
I don't actually see
Attention to the
that guy.
designated grid square.
Oh, there he is.
Cover me.
Feuer im Motorraum! If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Er hat gesessen. Feind zerstört.
Feuer im Kampfraum!
Yeah, it was
Oh.
almost amusing listening to Val Rage earlier because, I mean, his argument was
Attention to the designated grid zone.
brilliant, but still. It was the way they're doing some of the stuff in the game.
Repairing.
Yeah, they list out perks and benefits and then list detriments as well. And the perks are detriments and the detriments are perks. It's like the same thing. It's like talking about the wings are really lifty, but they're heavy. Well, that's useful.
And you're going to end up crashing if you keep getting low like that.
Need backup. The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Yeah, I have the 103. I can do that here in a second. It's kind of a frustrating tank, though. It's massive. It's some pretty decent bounces, but if you get shot by heat in the front, your driver's going to die. Every time. This one's lost, most likely. I'll switch over. Well, maybe lost, I don't know. Well, which one's my high tiers? No, I guess I didn't set them up. The downside in this matchmaking as well is the fact that tanks like the M103 and all of them, the heavy tanks, they only get one respawn, so you can only use it once and then you're done.
Oh man.
For simulator battles, anyway. So usually people won't take out heavy tanks like the IS or anything like that, just so they have that extra possible chance of, you know, protecting themselves or saving things. Modification. Oh, tank simulator battles. There we go. Ooh, this is an interesting area. And unfortunately with simulator battles as well, it's mostly sit back, hide your tank as best you can, and wait for somebody to come to you. If you're the one assaulting, more often than not, you're going to get killed. Okay, first of all, AP is no-go. M469 shell, yeah. Unfortunately, that's the best round this thing gets, I guess. I might take 10. The rest, yeah. The armor-piercing shot, it goes through things pretty easily, but it doesn't really...
Loot home charge!
And just give me a second, I need to
Taking
figure
the
out which...
initiative.
Weaponry, fire, reset weapon selection, camera control, suspension control. Why do tanks not get the chance? Oh, whatever. First things first, get rid of my AP round. Okay, so enemies are on Alpha. Let's see what I see. That's German. Yeah, T1's on a T60 body. Sounded like I got shot. Let's go ahead and not give them my side.
forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, rocks.
We're ahead of the enemy.
No tanks right, so they're left. Or takes left, left. There you are.
The gun's been loaded!
Hey, Bubba. Which way is he going? Right there? Come on, M103, friendly. What you doing, buddy? Oh, it was a friendly. Ha! We killed each other. That was funny. Okay. Well, it's not my fault that you were shooting at friendlies, so I shot you. I'm just saying, man. He was shooting a friendly M103, so I shot him. I saw his shell ring out. The best part is he was actually on my team. We killed each other. He was in my platoon or whatnot.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. You know, this thing's not really good. Not gonna use it at all. Let's just fully equip my M103. Well, I guess it might be a bad idea, but
Attention to the designated grid square!
yeah, that's a lot of ammo. Right, so be careful with the turret. I'm certainly not going through there. Apparently there's a spot that I can snipe from. Is that a... Oh, okay, that's the swing fire. I was like, is there a Bradley in this game?
Attention to the map!
Attention to the designated grid square.
Attention to the designated grid square!
This could be potentially bad because enemies usually watch this location like hawks. As you just saw. You're not gonna be able to hurt me with that little dinky tank pickup. What? He shot the ground in front of me. Oh no. Wow, that was a really good hit. I'm not entirely sure how he was able to hit me from that location, but okay. Also, I have no idea what he just said. Sorry if I'm not responding very quickly on the channel. It's kind of difficult on PC to actually read that off with only one screen. I suppose I could get my phone and use that, but again, I'd have to be looking down and... Oh, we're in this matchmaking. Interesting. Move over to Bravo then. The only thing I'd say with the missile tanks is that they need to drop the reload speed of them. That guy shot 2 missiles at me within 5 seconds. That's a bit ridiculous for a tank that has 800 millimeters of penetration. And enough with enough explosive to blow up a bunker. Like that. Oh, so that's how you do radio. Here it is, E. Yay for cruise control. That's a Leopard. Another Leopard. Hi, Leopards. I do like these camos that they have for them, though. That's really cool. Let's see, how far away is that? Okay, 330. Ooh. Oh, that's a Chieftain.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I think that's an enemy tank. Let's find out. Yep, that's a dead enemy tank. Okay, the gun sight is on the left, so I have to aim a little bit to the right. Or a little bit to the left, rather. That is, in fact, an enemy tank. But that's not one that we need to worry about. What about you? Okay. He looked a little bit like a Russian tank, so I have to make sure. I'm going to use one binoculars, I guess. I'm gonna follow the most modern tank in this battlefield as best as I can. Okay, a little bit here.
The
There we
enemy
go.
tank has been destroyed.
We have taken the initiative.
Look like about 2 degrees off to my right and a little bit to the...
Attention to the designated grid square.
It's high and right. Or low and right. As you can see, it reloads really slowly as well. There we
The
go.
target has been destroyed.
Chieftain body. As you can see, it looks a lot like a Russian tank. And is that one? Is that... Yeah, it was. Thank you, other chieftain. Classic bait and switch. Who or what is he shooting at? I see him. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, but that guy ain't.
A little more effort and victory will be yours.
Where is he? That guy's not.
I beg your pardon.
Next target.
Loading progress.
Ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. 4 T-62s. They can't affect the chieftain very easily. This capture point is way too close to their spawns. Being able to stop rounds from killing you is actually pretty new to me. I've been playing the Leopard a little too long. Okay, that is a dead
Let's
tank.
keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Alright. So let's see. We can get the STR-V81, Falcon Conway can be in here. That thing's a pretty big beastly tank, too. Not exactly the strongest of tanks, but fun nonetheless. Chieftain Mark III is where it's at, and that's where I want to actually get. That's the next upper tier tank that I want to achieve. And then there's all of the patents. I guess I can work on, well, how far along am I on that tree? Ah, he blocked me. Cute. Okay, so Challenger's done. I need to get 300k for that. Wow, I've got a long way to go before I get the Chieftain 3. I'll do that later. What about over here? Closing in on the IS-3. Not really. What was I researching? Oh. Yeah, I personally feel like the T-62 Aero Russian tanks, or the T-54 Aero tanks, are much better than the American counterpart Pattons. Aside from this, they do get a 100mm cannon, which get pretty decent penetration with their nuke rounds. The Americans, on the other hand, 6.7. Well, actually, I didn't show the 6.7 version of the T-54. Oh, because there isn't one. Well, these were actually around during the same time as the Pattons. So here's the 47 version, which was, I think, the Patton 47. 215 penetration with its upgraded round, 240, APCR 250. And here's the American variant, which information. Ooh, Rauza. Let's read some information on it.
Right back.
Alright, no problem. Okay, this is just not the info. There it is. So in 1951 is when the 47 came out. Which would mean, good lord, I don't know what's going on with my throat right now. But it would mean that we're fighting, should be fighting, this tank modifications with this particular round. Or this round. And this round. And then also the armor's significantly better. 200 on the turret, 100 on the hull. The M47 Patton, 100 on the turret, 101 on the hull. Go to the modification screen. Its best nuke round is 170. It needs to get APCR to this particular one, the M304 shot, just to be slightly comparable. Now, for those that don't understand these rounds, which I don't know if any of my viewers do, but this particular round, the way it works, the armor-piercing capped ballistic cap shell, is first, it has a hardened tip, which when it hits the side of a tank, it's designed to help the shell push through that steel before the subsequent round explodes behind it. So that cap pushes it in. There's a charge directly behind that cap, which explodes, causing the inner part of the steel to weaken, while the remainder of the shell, which also has a secondary cap, which is made of a little bit harder material so the explosion doesn't damage it in any way. That second tip then moves in and hopefully pushes straight through the remainder of the steel, which has been weakened. From that point, a timed fuse will allow for the next explosive to explode, causing an incredible amount of shrapnel to just go through every part of the tank. APCR is a modified hardpoint round designed to go straight through armor, nothing else. It might have a little bit of shrapnel due to the fact that it went through steel already, but it's basically like a bullet. It goes in, it warps, and goes out or stops. And that's it. That's all it does. Heat FS is designed, as you can see, the way that it looks. It's got a giant point in the front to push and hit a tank's weakest point, penetrate through it, and then explode, causing a whole bunch of spalling inside of the enemy tank. So, traditionally, this particular round is best suited for side shots and rear shots of the turret, of the hull, but some tanks can easily absorb it. For example, the Maus, which this thing reasonably can get into a match fighting a Maus at one point or another. 170mm isn't going to cut what it needs to shoot the side of a Maus, mostly because it's 2 layers of steel. So it hits, there's a gap, and then there's another bit of steel. 170 can only go through half that steel, and then due to the reduction of velocity, it will basically just get absorbed. It'll take 3 or 4 or 5 shots before you finally have this shell explode where you want it to. Heat will go through pretty easy, but the problem is it has a small cone of explosion. It hits, and it shoots shrapnel in a cone of where the actual shot landed. So it's kind of an interesting thing. You have to pick and choose which ammunition type you think will do the best at killing the enemy tank. I refuse to do it because it's a little too much of a guessing game anyway at this point with my experience of the game. But it is a very, very good tank. Destroyer. The M47 is anyway. Except when it comes against other mediums. That's where it kind of falls a little bit short in almost every way. Except for, I think, well, no, its speed is kind of bad. Turret rotation is 14 degrees. That's not too bad. -10. So it's a good hill popper, basically. You get up over a hill, you shoot, you run away. M60 is much the same, but it has a much better maneuverability factor, as you can see, than the M47. 29.4 versus 29.6. Yeah, it's a little bit minor, but that definitely helps. And these are just the differences between the stock versions. This one actually gets a much better engine, whereas the M47 doesn't. So once you fully upgrade it, you'll see a lot bigger results between the two. Anyway, long rant over. I will see if I can get this T29. Oh, nah. I'm not going to spend any more money than I have to on this game. But this thing is a beauty. Gets a 105. It gets 6.7 tier matchmaking. 2 points of interest that you should know. versus World of Tanks logic is this. So, in World of Tanks, this particular armor thickness, as you can see, is usually the entirety of the front end of this area here is 198, I believe, or is it 298? I'll have to double check. But yeah, it's strong enough to withstand in the cheeks pretty much everything that you throw at it. In this game, as you can see, from no matter what angle that this turret is, the only part that is actually strong enough to withstand most shells is the mantlet. So you shoot here, there's a little bit of spaced armor here, but if you shoot anywhere in this side, I usually aim here in these little corners, because you don't have to worry about this randomly stopping your shell. Yeah. You can pretty much go straight through it at no matter, even at its steepest angle, which would be right about here. Get under the gun so you can see what I'm talking about. As you can see, you can still get through it with heat rounds. It does go to about 277 at its strongest, but with most heat FS rounds at this thing's tier, they get about 320 to 380, so the likelihood of you missing that, which grantedly, this is at the best, which you won't be shooting for this particular spot. You'll be shooting here, which will go straight through and kill these two crew members. Potentially, if they put enough ammunition into the tank, hitting any number of these ammunition racks. And if they do hit those, this thing will explode like a Roman candle. But as you can see, the majority of the rounds are down here. So, potentially, what you can do is drop to about half your ammunition and knock out at least most, if not all, of the turret's ammunition, making it a lot harder to kill the tank. But all that does is basically allow you to survive 1 to 3 shots, if you're lucky. Because as you can see, if the shell lands anywhere in the right spot inside the turret, it'll come down and hit any number of these. It's right inside the turret ring. However, if they're using solid shot and they shoot here, here's your loader, the gunner is here. They call him the aimer, but he's the gunner. So you shoot the left side of whatever's facing you of a T-29, you'll kill both of these guys, make his gun completely pointless. For a little bit. Allowing you time to either readjust your aim or run away, whichever the case may be, whatever tank that it may be. If you have a really fast-firing gun, knock these two out, come over to the other side, knock this guy out, and then his load time will basically stop completely. And then there's this guy, Commander. So you get about 6 crew. Now 6 crew. So what I usually do is I'll aim for these guys, kill them, and then aim just at this lower plate right here. As you can see, it's extremely easy to penetrate. Even if they're angled like this, let's say they're on a hill, if they're angled like that, 276, either way, you will still penetrate through them. I'll usually aim right here if they're on a hill. It'll usually drop and then maybe hit this spot, but usually it'll hit like right in between these two little guys. Okay, moving on. T-29 at its tier is one of the strongest tanks that you can find. So if you are looking for a premium tank, I highly recommend getting that one. Mind you, this one is actually pretty fun too, but that plating armor is not exactly the best. What's this? Tournaments. Details. What prizes do you get from these things? Oh, that's kind of cool. You get golden eagles and boosters. Okay, so what am I going to do here? So I've shown you a little bit of the American side. Haven't killed anyone yet, so let's do this until I do kill somebody. Well, I did kill one person, but I want to show you what these heat shells can actually accomplish. Smalling isn't exactly a big thing in this game either, so wouldn't really expect much from that. Oh, 41,000 experience. That's going to take a while. 32. Downside to the Americans is that they have a very big profile, and it's easy to spot them. The Russians have one of the lower end profiles at the higher tiers. I recommend you try those. Kind of. If you can get to the higher tiers, you'll enjoy them. But until that point, you're going to be slapping yourself in the face.
No, I'm not.
Well, you're not, because you're just going to be doing your own thing. You don't even play this game, I don't think. Uh-oh. The M103 could have been a really good tank. Too bad it didn't really work out. I think there were some issues with its power-to-weight ratio or something. There was some thing that the US Army didn't like about it. Aside from the 105, they loved the 105. They kind of were okay with the 120, but it was mostly because, yeah, 120 does some work.
Too big a gun on too small a tank.
Well, I just don't remember exactly for what reason they didn't like this vehicle. Because
It worked just fine on flat ground, but going on field, forget about it.
I honestly don't know. I'll have to research the history of this tank. Yep, there's somebody shooting. That's a ZSU trying to play games with the chieftain. I don't think he really understands what he's doing. Or maybe he does. I see the shells. There we go. Now I can check.
Repairing. Attention to the designated grid square.
Yeah, he realized he can't penetrate the guy, so he walked away. I think. See if I can wrap around and get a better shot on the guy.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Nicely done, you killed the A-Type 62. Which is kind of sad that tank can actually kill it.
Attention to the map. Yes. Reloading. Attention to the map.
The target has been destroyed.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Yep. Crap.
Follow me. Attention to the map. Attention to the map.
That's a leopard. That is also a leopard. Okay. We're gonna get over here then. So that T-110M, or T-10M, is now completely dead.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Allows me one less enemy to deal with.
Attention to the map. Roger that. Attention to the designated grid square.
And that's also the downside to the Heat FS.
Loading! Returning to the base.
Whoa, where did that shell land? Wow. Okay.
Repairing.
So yeah, there's the Heat FS at work. They managed to wreck me really bad. Meanwhile, for whatever reason, which I don't quite understand, is telephone poles. Telephone poles can prematurely detonate a heat round. They're made of wood. How?
mean utility poles?
I think it was a street light or a telephone pole. I'm not sure which. Maybe a power line. Something made of wood that sticks up out of the ground that holds lines. Ah, there we are.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
What in the hell? There we go. That was a really weird glitch. Oh, I'm not dead, so that was a friendly.
We have taken the initiative. Attention to the map! Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, that's not... Shockingly, no one's gone after Alpha yet. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. I did not want to do that. But maybe...
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
I put my keyboard in the wrong spot.
Follow me!
So that's 1,000.
Guide on me! Attention to the map.
It serves him right.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
The enemy has been destroyed.
Reloading. Loading!
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Reloading!
Let's fix my 0. Probably gonna have to deal with them at 400 minimum.
The enemy has taken the initiative.
Nope. I forgot to turn. Okay. So let's
Allied
go.
forces have captured a zone.
Drop my 0. Ah, darn it. Alright.
forces have captured a zone. If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Oh, lovely. Damn it.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
On target.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Too many aircraft. That was the last tank on our team, unfortunately. Wow, this is going to be a long time getting that. Actually, there's a reason why I stopped playing the Lam 103. It's a really big... It can survive a hell of a hit, but you get put into really bad matchmaking sometimes. 162 armor. That's strange. I could have swore it had more. Oh well. This makes it one of the weakest heavy tanks with the armor that it has. As you can see, hull armor 150, turret armor 185. Russian. The IS-2 has less, but this one does not. Hull armor, I think it does. But the way that it's sloped and everything makes it a lot tougher. Oh, one more thing for those new to the game. With this tank, shoot here. Take a look at the armor. Cast homogeneous of 258, 140 total. When you hit here, 187, all the way across. Whereas this is more 260 to 280. This is its Achilles heel. Name for that plate. If you can't aim for this because he's hiding it, aim down here. Well, don't aim down here, actually. You can see 270. Aim for roughly in this area, preferably here, in that corner. Yeah, it's a lot, but maybe not. You might be able to have it ricochet into the turret ring. Otherwise, don't engage in the front. Why not play a bit of this? Tank simulator battle. Not good. These particular matches are a lot easier. Thomas, I would say that their biggest benefit is they generally have the highest caliber gun. But really, that's the only thing they have going for them. The heavy tanks have a 120mm cannon, but the vast majority of them don't get the really good shells. The APCBC shell kind of got left to the wayside because of the way that the Sabo rounds penetrated. Now, mind you, the way this game works and the way reality works are two separate things. Disabling the turret ring of an enemy vehicle, you cannot fix. Unlike in this game where it's like, oh, well, we can fix it. No, you cannot fix the turret ring. So, using high penetrators like the Sabo round, if you do that and you manage to knock out the turret ring, most times out of 10 the crew will abandon the tank. Hopefully scuttling it, but
On me!
not always. Oh god. I forgot about that. That's okay. I can fix this. This means I'm gonna have to be close and personal. We are facing Russians right now. We are with Russians, okay? We're facing off against the Germans. I'm sitting here like, why is there a Russian tank going down straight across from me?
We have taken the initiative.
Okay, so I need to bring that down to what?
Ready to fire!
That's significantly better. Okay. The hard way of doing this. No enemies. Okay. Nope. I just got pinged. By what? Wow, I'm being flanked from the left, but just as I turn my turret. Lovely. Well, that allows me time to go back to the hangar and fix this stuff. One of these two, I think. Probably this one right here. Nah, that's not going to be a good spot. Yeah, that's the machine gun port. It does not want to rotate. It doesn't recognize the mouse wheel on my mouse wheel. That's funny. Let's see. Cancel. That'll be fine. Let's try again. Yeah, it does. I got too much of a bush on this thing. Go figure, the 70s were one of the funnest times of life, but apparently not exactly the greatest for this sort of thing. Alright, now I can see. So yeah, this little guy right here is apparently the viewport, somehow. They look more like binoculars, but who am I to complain? Oh, actually, it's the one in the front. Okay. Either way.
Attention to the map!
Since we're fighting Germans, this will be a lot easier for me to distinguish tanks, because they're mostly gray or yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Alpha. 10.5 centimeter. I'm gonna use my Sabo. I'll most likely be looking directly at them in the... yeah. APCR is the best.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
On target.
Attention to the map.
Damn it.
Got him.
No, no.
On target.
Attention to the map.
These shells, I swear. So the Ken does not aim for where the reticle is, for whatever unexplained reason.
Returning to the airfield.
I have to aim lower than that. Or aim higher, rather. Because War Thunder apparently does not auto-zero their cannons. They just kind of put the thing where it is, and then... we are...
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Don't do that to me, T-44. You're scaring me. Yeah, using this particular shell should work against most tanks.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Getting down.
That's a tank, I just don't know if it's an enemy tank.
Got him.
We have taken the initiative. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
It serves him right. The gun's been loaded. Reloading.
Yeah, War Thunder needs to zero their cannons, because this is a little ridiculous, having to Kentucky windage just because the thing's shooting off and left. Or off and right, depending on the tank. Sitting here like freaking out because I'm right at their spawn point.
On me! Attention to the designated grid square.
Let's see, ammo rack should be right about here.
Medic!
This cannon, I swear to God.
On target. Next target.
I'm amazed that he didn't see me.
A little more effort, and victory will be yours.
Attention to the map.
Well, I killed one. Through a lot of hard work and trying.
Captured a zone.
A lot of hard work. Jesus. I'm so glad I don't randomly shoot people without identifying them first. Let's see what we got. We got an incoming plane. Friendly? I cannot tell. That has bombs, so I'm not going to try and give myself away. Oh yeah, that's a German. That's a yak, actually. That, however, is
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Allied forces have captured a zone.
we win. I did terribly. It's the downside of the... I don't get it, honestly. it can't penetrate the front of a Panther, but when it shoots the side of a Panther, it just goes straight through like shit through a goose. The concepts of this game, I swear. Oh, nice. I got the
So
suspension.
Panther's poorly armored on the side, or Panther's flat on the side?
Well, no, it's definitely weaker armored on the side of the tank. But the thing is, with British tanks, they have ridiculously high velocity, so when they hit, the chances of them going through with their light round is very slim. The faster it goes with the least amount of weight, the chances of it hitting an angle plate and bouncing off are extremely high. Which I guess they didn't really completely understand until way later and down the line, I guess. I don't know. For example, let's see, modifications. 1,000 meters a second versus 1,400.
Sorry, I got daughter aggro. I'll be back.
No worries. With an 83 millimeter gun. It's not even an 85. So it has the punching power, it just doesn't have the effect it needs. That's why I'm going for this, not this one. Well, it is an 84 millimeter. 83.4, but whatever. Going for these, the 105s and the 120s. Anyway, I'm going to take a break real quick. Hold on, what's this? How do you ID a tank? Oh. That's fairly simple. You see a tank? Does it look British? No. Does it look German? Yes. Am I killing Germans right now? Yes, kill German. That's how you do it in the realistic and arcade battles. Or not arcade, sorry, realistic and simulator battles. Because in simulator, it's no HUD. It's very little information that you're able to use. Mostly your own visual sighting of the enemy vehicle and guesstimation of how far you have to lead or aim. And because Brits are weird, here's the viewport, here's the cannon. For whatever reason, Gaijin decided that when you're shooting from that tiny little spot up here, no matter the distance, if you're shooting or aiming here, you're shooting here. It is so strange. But that's simulator battle, I guess. I mean, in real life, that's basically what would happen, but in real life, the markers on this would have been zeroed to distance based on where this is aiming. This gun is aiming. So if it's shooting 100 meters out, let's say right here, right at this gas tank, your reticle is here. The minimum differential would probably be about a 2-degree difference. It would make a weird triangular thing so that way it actually aims where the bullet shall go. Not where you think it'll go, not where they assume it'll go, but where this bullet will actually travel. Based on numerous shell firings. Roughly about, I'd say, 20 to 30 shell shots. About 5 shots each for distance, and then they would make the marks on here associated with each distance change. But they don't understand that, so yay, Gaijin. So, moving right along, you've seen what the Brits can do. You've seen the Germans. Suppose we can do Russian bias now. If I have any tank there. Type 62, one of the tanks I've yet to master. I believe that's the viewport right there, so I think I'll have a little bit of brush on it, but I should be able to see through it no problem. High tier matchmaking, because apparently it's high tier. Well, actually, I think it's more modern versus non-modern, but whatever. Oh, lo and behold, a camo is going to be useless. It's going to be fun. You'll be like, wait, is that a bush in the middle of a desert? Kill it. Kill it with fire. I also have very weak armor, as you can see. 25 hull armor, 50 turret. But it gets some seriously good ammunition types. Yep. I can actually see through that, though. As you can see a little bit. I might have to move it a little to the left or to the right. This is actually a pretty fun tank. It gets an 85mm, I think. That or a 100, I'm not sure. I think it's 85. So it's not amazing, but it fires fast. And as you can see, it moves pretty quick.
Yes!
Oh! Damn it. I saw it at the last second. Like, I heard the missile. Oh. Oh, I'm dead. Forever alone. Oh well. The downside to having a tank that's super weak. It'd be nice for a missile like that to actually just go straight through my tank, though. But those missiles are massive for some reason. Oh.
Defend the B point.
And what you just saw is exactly how it is going from 1 to tier 4 in Russian line. I am not kidding. It is that bad. Let's try that again. I get into these matches really quick because it's everyone except, or everyone against the Russians. Goodness gracious. I'm getting lots of messages on my Facebooks. enemy is already at Charlie. Yeah, this tank is really easy to kill.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, friendly's going into the town. Yeah, they should be able to recapture Charlie pretty quick. I'm definitely getting that turret slew rate upgrade before I get the ammo upgrade.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. The enemy has taken the initiative.
The target has been destroyed!
Okay.
Attention to the map! Yes!
Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Huh. Yeah. I want to go back to battle. Ah.
Attention to the map.
Wow. The funny part is this tank can actually kill leopards
If we don't do something fast,
if you get the
enemy will
right
win.
positioning. Yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of that bush right here. I'm gonna move it a little bit further to the left. Just because that viewport's impossible to see through.
Attention to the designated grid zone. I agree.
The enemy is winning! We must counterattack!
Next target! Ready to fire! On target!
Ah, I aimed a little too high. Oh well, I killed one of them. As you can see, this tank can easily kill leopards. Just bloink, dead. What do I get? Discount on something. SMK. What is SMK? It's Russian. Ah, this guy. Oh God. $325 gold. That's pretty low. I'm not gonna get it, but it's kind of cool that you can get those things. I'd probably go with either this guy. For its tier, it's a pretty good gun. Probably only uses HE. Oh no! Whoa. For 5.3, gets 225 pen. Damn. Okay, that is Russian bias, straight up. Let's test drive this sucker. Oh, okay. Well, it gets 870 meters a second, so it's kind of a derp cannon. Let's see, how far can it turn left? Okay, there's the left side. I'm guessing it'll be probably about the same on the right. No, on the right it's about less, a little less. Yeah.
Got it!
That round, though. Just looking at it from that perspective was ridiculous. Reload is pretty hefty. Not as bad as the 150s, but definitely crazy.
The target has been destroyed!
Doesn't say whether I'll pen, but at this distance it shouldn't be a problem. Let's see, aim right about there. Yeah, dead center. If you're wondering why it takes me a while to aim at these distances, it's because my mouse is really crap at the moment.
Next target!
See how it twitches? It's because it has... It doesn't really like to slide anywhere very easily. Alright, let's do this next one, shall we? There we go, right there.
The enemy tank has been destroyed!
And then at that distance, it doesn't seem to know exactly how far away that one is. I'd say it's about a couple 100 meters extra, so let's go with right there and see if we hit.
Got it!
What do you know? It was a little high, but it still hit. Yeah, Russian bias for the loss. This thing is a monster.
Ready, fire!
Sounds pretty cool too. I don't like its front plate though. Its mantlet's kind of crap. 60 millimeters, my butt. It's relatively fast though. Pretty agile for a tank of this just sheer size. I'm gonna pop the top of the Panther. That's always fun to do. Watch their turrets pop up. Holy crap, does it not maintain weight speed though. I'm thinking this thing is a bit taller than the Tiger II. Let's find out. Because it is definitely smaller than the KV-2, but I wonder by how much. Oh wow. This thing dwarfs. Look at this. Look how much more ass this has than the Tiger II. That's pretty crazy. Turret-wise, it's about the same height as where the gunman or the commander's cupola is. But damn, this is a massive target. Let's check the Scourge of the German line, the Jagdtiger or Jagdtiger. However you want to pronounce it. Jagdtiger. That thing. Which I just shot completely over. I think it's basically a Tiger II with just a different upper area. And a lot more hull armor. Goodness gracious. It definitely has a better engine than them. By a lot. But then again, we're playing it in an arcade version, so there's that to know. Alright, return to hangar, yes. Yeah, Thomas, I agree. The 105 British Royal Ordnance ones are really good. But until then, the 20-pounder and the 30-pounder are going to be a little bit lackluster. So it's going to take me a while to get used to. So yeah, I would recommend the SU-100Y just for that giant cannon. Its reload rate is 25 seconds, but that's not with a fully spec'd out crew. Usually with a spec'd out or a setup crew. Let's take a look. Preview. I guess it doesn't exactly provide information regarding it, but maybe this will give us information. Armament, penetration. Okay, so at 2,000 meters it gets to 142. This is also reminding you that this tank is not ever going to engage at 2,000 meters. I mean, you might find a few situations where you might be able to, but not very many. You're going to be most likely between these two at the very longest distance. And 175 at 5.3 is more than sufficient for this tank. At 10 meters, 225, 100, 223, so it drops about 2 millimeters at that point. 23 drop on there, and then 25 there. So, from 1 to 1,000 meters, it maintains its velocity very, very well. Even though its velocity to start off with is just horrible. Okay, full ammo. That's not what I'm looking at. Armor. I guess it doesn't exactly give you the information I was hoping it would give you, such as what is its reload speed with a fully modified crew, but with this sucker, the KV, or the T-44-122, it gets a 30-second reload speed, but change vehicle. With this crew, it's 30, right? 24 seconds. So you drop 6 point some odd seconds off of it with a fully researched crew, and I'm not even fully spec'd out, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not even ace yet. I'm just expert. So this can actually most likely drop another 2 seconds, so it'll be 22 seconds total for it to reload. Now, with an ace crew, this guy, which is already lower than the T-44-122 at 25 seconds, you're probably going to see it drop roughly about the same, bring it down to almost 17 seconds, which is equivalent to most high-tier tanks. Not very many, but yeah. Unless it's this thing. Reload rate goes down to 5 seconds. That is something that the IT-1 and the other missile tanks should very well be taken a look at, just because that reload speed with the penetrators that it gets, 500 millimeters, it can go through any tank at any angle, at any degree. It just goes boom. It'll pop any tank. Anyway, moving back to Type 62. My parts are almost ready. I'll probably get this next. The ammunition, I may or may not go after next after that, because I do need the fire prevention system, and I may just get these rounds instead, since Heat FS, if I'm doing these high tiers, will most likely be my saving grace. And then get it afterwards. Oh, damn it, I forgot to adjust the camo. Oh well. One more game where I had that weird fluttery thing in my view sights.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Yes.
Yes!
Well, I'm not going over there. I'm coming up here.
Excellent.
I may or may not be able to get up this. We'll find out.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Oh, hell yes. I managed it just fine. Dang it.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Aww, they saw me. Oh well. I forgot.
Move after me.
I was hoping I'd hit that other guy, but the other dude shot him first and scared him. Oh well. So, now that I know where they are, time to go play some games. Why are you doing that?
The enemy is
Tank
taking
right there?
the
Oh yeah, there is
initiative.
a tank right there. And I bounced! Okay then. Yes, make it impossible for me to shoot the guy while you're trying to get away. Hey, Bubba. Sucks to be you.
Yes, a hit.
I wanted to make sure he couldn't shoot any friendlies. Let's go over here. Yep, there was one right there. Lovely. Oh well. Now to return to garage and fix that little pain in the butt camo. So first, why can this not? Okay, first of all, settings. Strange. So then why can I not use customization? There we go. Now, edit you. Now let's put it on the top, shall we? There, that should be fine. Such fast games, love it. I like the crown, that's cute. About to sneeze, give me. Excuse me. A moment. my quick break. I'll remember that. Now let's take a look and see whether or not my stuff's blocking right. Sweet! No view for it is blocked. Of course, I don't need to worry about that side. I'm worried more about this side. Oh, come on. There we go.
On me! Need backup! Follow me!
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Need cover! Follow me! Roger that! Need cover!
Attention to the designated grid zone.
We have taken the initiative.
Oh, come on now.
Awesome!
And me without parts. So now I'm gonna SOL. Oh, there we go. I'm dead. Wow, he hit me on the track and it exploded on top of me. Okay, so let's switch to that spawn point and see if I can spot the guy who killed me. Ah, it's right there.
Allied
Means
forces
if
have
I
captured a zone.
pop myself out right about here, I should be able to see him easy. So I'm hearing the guy. Let's go ahead and mark him on the map.
Attention to the designated grid square.
I believe that's where he shot me from. Oh, lovely. There's enemy tanks right over here.
Attention to the designated grid square.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Follow me!
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Need cover!
Sorry, buddy, I'm already gone. That was your one and only shot to get me, hopefully. Yep. Might be right here. Oh, you mother.
Driver is unconscious!
Well, they got me in the perfect spot too, because now my driver's dead.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Cover me!
And my gun's now dead as well.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Or not my gunner, but my breach is down. Nope, can't repair it. Hey, buddy. If I had a gun, then you'd be dead. I had no gun, so... It's like, well, go ahead and kill me, because I don't have the ability to repair my breach. Otherwise, he'd be dead. Oh well. No. If we're getting into matches like this, that quickly, it's basically that everyone's in the German, British, or American line trying to do these. Research this. Definitely get this. It's only it's less than 20%, but hopefully it'll be enough. Crew. Yeah, that's maxed out. Qualification 610,000 for the Type 62 to go to expert. Another thing about this is that all of these statistics that you see on this pop-up, turret rate, rotation speed, vertical guidance, reload, well, not vertical guidance, but reloading rate and that type of thing, they're all based on your crew as well. So once they're ace, then the tank is at its peak performance.
Excellent!
I'm gonna turn that off.
Attention to the designated grid square. Affirmative.
Oh, come now.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Oh well. So much for that attempt. That made me sad. That made me a sad panda. So 300 is going to be right about there.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Well done! Attention to the designated grid square.
Let's see if I can catch up behind them and put a few rounds in their butts.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Not entirely sure where the guy went. Ah, he's down here.
The enemy has taken the initiative.
Well done!
Great, got myself stuck on none of these things.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
There we go.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Oh shit. This might be bad. Oh. Yep, that was bad.
Guide on me.
Attention Attention to the designated grid zone.
Attention to the
Wait,
map.
maybe I don't need help. Oh my goodness. Pure luck. Pure...
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Repairing. Need cover. Repairing. The commander's been wounded.
That was just pure unfortunate luck. He shot just before I did, and the lag kind of saved him.
Attention to the map.
I agree.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Another Chieftain 3. Oh yeah, they are medium tanks, aren't they? That's a big-ass bomb. Well, he killed 2 of
The
them.
enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Still Chieftain there. Oh my god, yes! Oh, that was beautiful. Good lord. He was there. I just wasn't looking. Oh well. Jeez, that scared the living hell out of me. Yeah, that's basically what the leopards are for. For the most part, if you're playing it right, you see an enemy tank, you shoot them, and then you reposition. But the problem is, with me anyway, I suck at seeing the enemy, as you saw just now. Off and off. Am I... Yep, done. Now I won't hear it. And you guys shouldn't either, hopefully. So yeah, that was sheer luck that I managed to kill that chieftain. The chieftain's turret is the most difficult thing to pin on it. I managed to go through the lower plate and miraculously killed him. Just like that vampire just miraculously killed himself. I believe he still gets one spawn thing. both planes, maybe 2. Not entirely 100% on that. Yep, there is a chieftain on that other end. That is good to know. I'll stay under the hill and wait for him to crest. Unless that wasn't exactly where he was. Well, I heard the shell. Oh, there he is. Dang it! I should have stopped and waited. Oh well.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
But now that I know where he is... Oh, thank goodness. Someone else killed him.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
That tank is fast. That is an enemy plane. So is that. That was the Chieftain Mark III. Let's see if I can kill him. I know kind of where he's at. Somewhere behind these foliage. If I can confuse him into thinking I'm a friendly, that'd be perfect. Oh, they killed him. Maybe. There might be more than one.
Attention to the map!
Someone got killed by AAA? That's hilarious.
The Allied forces have captured a zone. We have taken the initiative.
Yay, we win. I don't think I got a kill, but we win. And I got parts. Good. Now I can repair the tank and work on this. They don't have the Mark 7-1, but they do have the STRV, which is basically the same concept. There it is. The STRV 81. Basically the same thing. It's a Centurion 10. So it's just slightly different. Possibly more horsepower, I don't know. But it does get the massive missiles on the side. The downside with these is they don't shoot straight. They shoot up like that for a good, I don't know, 100 yards maybe, and then they come back down. But you have to actually move them that way. Yeah, they don't have the Centurion 7-1 in here. They have the FV-4202. And then they go from there to Centurion 3, Centurion 10, and then the Chieftain. I'm working my way slowly to this, because the Chieftain's one of the better tanks out there. Grantedly, its hull armor is absolute shit, but its turret armor is what makes it amazing. 250, fairly exceptional in terms of sloping. As you can see, this is 277. It has a lot of hitboxes, a lot of different ones on the turret. But as you can see, this is the part with the least amount of armor. 125. This one gets 215. So 431 right here. So basically, the best place to hit is down here on this Glacis. 117, 241 on the top. So this is where you want to be aiming. As you saw with the kill that I did with it, I just managed to hit him that weird angle right there where it smacked in. And then that's probably why I killed him so easily. There's rounds for days in every single spot on this tank. Absolutely ridiculous. Considering the turret armor is so strong, they should have probably decided to put the majority of it up here, or close to it. Instead, it's all around the driver, just in case the driver wants to die, you know. Just shoot the hull. Freaking suicidal bastards. Now what was I playing in again? Oh right, the Russian thing. The Type 62. Yeah, it's definitely a hull-down tank. It was designed more defensive than it was offensive, as you saw. Not a bad thing, of course, just an odd thing. I miss this particular matchup type stuff all around. Just because it used to be really fun. What are my friends online? If he is, he'll definitely want to play this. Not sure if this thing can make it in here. I'll find out. Yep. Nice. Yeah, he's repairing his tank. Someone shot him straight through. I do not speak Russian. Sorry.
The enemy has taken the initiative. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, this turret definitely needs a little bit of love. That's an I-10, T-10, whatever. How did you see that? Good God.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
I agree.
taken the initiative.
Gramercy!
God, I'm going crazy with this damn visual thing.
Attention to the map!
A little more effort and victory will be yours.
Dang it. It blew up on my, I shouldn't have shot. I should have tried to get around him. Oh well. We've won anyway. He's hiding.
Attention to the map.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Yes!
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Alright. Let's try it again. Unfortunately, this tank's a little bit of a cheese ball. It's kind of hard to actually do anything very good in it, actually. Let's play in a realistic battle, just so you can see the difference between the two. First thing you'll notice, I'm not just using Russians on my team. Got Brits and Americans, so we're going against the Germany and potential Japanese. All of whom can easily kill my tank. The funny part is they initially put this as a 5.7. So there's the first hint. When someone gets shot, it kind of tells you where they might be. Already have aircraft and jets even.
Excellent!
Cover me! Attention to the designated grid zone.
The target has been destroyed!
Ready to fire!
Yay, got a kill. He was so busy on those guys, they didn't even notice me. Must have been the bush. Behold, the power of bush compels you.
Attention to the designated grid square.
We have taken the initiative.
Attention to the designated grid
Hey, Mark 19, how you doing, buddy? You good? You good? Good. This is a little stupid, but you never know what you might find. So first and foremost, no ammo, but I knocked out 2 of his crew. And I'm gonna shoot his turret now. Or hull. Engine. Whatever. Now he's on fire. Notice how this guy has no idea I'm right here. And is now moving away.
On target!
Now his gunner's dead. Oh, oh. Now the guy sees me.
The enemy tank has been destroyed!
Follow me.
Should be able to hit him before he...
The enemy has been destroyed!
2 tanks dead. Well, let's get out of here before they come back. Very
Mercy.
pissed off and very upset that I killed both of them.
Attention to the designated grid square.
It must have been upsetting to that guy to have gotten killed so quickly. Tanks there. I want to try and come up and around, see if I can get a few back shots on the Tigers. This is their spawn point, so... Ideally, I don't want them to actually spawn behind me. As they have no idea I'm right here, this gives me the opportunity to pick and choose which way I want to go. I think I'm going to go around like this.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Good, capture it. That's fine. Because now,
serves him right.
Google Blitz this time.
On target.
He has no idea where that shell came from.
Got it. It serves him right. The enemy has been destroyed.
Yep, there goes the 105 centimeter. First kill. Or first death, I should say. Ooh. Yeah, let's go with the 500-pound bombs. See if I can spot that guy from up here. Whoa, easy there, plane. Yep, there's one bomb. As you can see, I still have another. Let's get up a little bit, since I forgot to actually set a timer on these things. I want to be just high enough that... Whoa! There you are, buddy. Rocket time. It's a slow little shit, but it's got missiles and rockets, whatnot. Whoa, that was a good hit. I might have actually been able to keep going. Oh well. I think I'm good for this match. Killed 3 tanks. Injured 1 more with rockets. Okay, so we got 22,000 credits. It's not bad. Of course, we still have to wait for that match to finish before this is done. It'll probably give me about 2 grand, maybe a little bit less. But I'm going to take a break for a bit, get something to eat, and I'll be back on maybe.